Have you ever watched someone disappear in plain sight? Not in a magic trick, but in the slow, quiet way a person learns to make themselves smaller. You see it in the careful way they navigate a room, never imposing, a ghost in their own life. These are the grown-ups who were once children, whose feelings were a language no one spoke back to. Their loneliness is an old companion, one that moved in decades ago, in a house that was called a home, but never quite felt like one. This is the echo of emotional neglect. When we hear neglect, our minds go to stark images: an empty fridge, a cold room, a visible need. But emotional neglect is a void, not a wound. It's the silence that follows a child's laughter when no one laughs with them.
It's the tear wiped away quickly before a parent can see and sigh. It doesn't bruise the skin, it etches a belief into the nervous system. You are too much, and yet, somehow, not enough. While other kids lived in a world of feeling, these children became archivists of their own hearts, filing every emotion away under Do Not Disturb. Their survival was a fortress built of silence. Children don't need perfection. They need attunement. They need to feel seen in their excitement, soothed in their fear, most of the time. When a parent is chronically distracted, depressed, or simply emotionally clumsy, that need hits a wall. The child's emotional signal goes out and nothing comes back. No echo, just dead air. And in that dead air, a terrible conclusion takes root. I am not here. I am not real to you.
What makes it so insidious is that it's a story written in negatives. It's not the slap you remember, it's the hug you don't. There's no single dramatic scene. Instead, it's the 1,000 tiny scenes that never happened. The nightmare where no one came. The report card waved away. The funny story that just lay there on the floor. It's the death of 1,000 emotional omissions. Slowly, the child stops bringing their inner world to the door. They learn it's not welcome. And as an adult, they may live in a crowded world, yet feel a profound, aching disconnection. They appear fiercely independent, but underneath hums a single question: do I matter? They doubt their own instincts, because those instincts were never validated. This is a loneliness that has nothing to do with being physically alone. It's the loneliness of being unknown.
Even to yourself. And the parents in this story are rarely villains. More often, they are prisoners of their own upbringing, repeating a pattern they don't recognize. They love their child, they provide. But love without emotional attunement is like water without oxygen. You can drown in it. The message the child receives is, your pain is incorrect. Your joy is an overreaction. Faced with this, children adapt. They craft masks. Some become the achiever, the perfect child. Their logic: if I am exceptionally good, maybe I will be loved. Others become the ghost, the invisible one. Their belief: if I make myself small, I will be safe. And some become the rebel, the troublemaker. Their equation: anger is better than indifference.
A shout is better than this silence. These masks don't come off at 18. The achiever burns out, chasing a finish line that keeps moving. The ghost avoids any risk of rejection, believing they don't deserve a seat at the table. The rebel sabotages good things, thinking, I'll leave before you can leave me. The surface looks different, but underneath runs the same thread: the profound loneliness of an inner world never acknowledged. The greatest tragedy is this: it doesn't just hurt you, it convinces you that you are the source of the hurt. The child's logical conclusion is, the problem must be me. They think, shouldn't be sad, I shouldn't have needs. This becomes a foundation of shame. It manifests as a quiet, hollow hum, like living in a house where all the furniture was never delivered. You walk from room to room, and your footsteps echo. Yet healing becomes possible the moment you begin to name what happened. The first revolutionary step is the realization: I am not broken.
I was neglected. That shift from what's wrong with me to what happened to me is seismic. It replaces shame with clarity. It means the emptiness you feel isn't a defect, it's a response to an emotional famine. Your feelings are not the problem, the neglect of them was. Your brain is not a static monument to your childhood, it is malleable. You were not doomed in that quiet house. When you start to acknowledge your own feelings, when you practice speaking to yourself with kindness, you are literally rewiring your brain. You are teaching your nervous system a new truth. You are here. You matter. Slowly, you begin to bring furniture into that empty house. A chair of self-compassion, a lamp of understanding.
It will not be easy. After years of suppression, feeling emotions can be overwhelming. Imagine holding your breath for a decade and then finally gasping for air. That first lungful is shocking, it is terrifying, and it is liberation. You might cry for reasons you can't articulate. Anger might surge. Joy might feel fragile. This is not a breakdown. This is your psyche waking up. So where do you begin? The healing requires the exact opposite of what caused the wound. It requires being seen. And sometimes the first person who needs to see you is you. This is reparenting. It means becoming the attentive parent you needed. When sadness hits, instead of "don't be ridiculous," you whisper, "This is hard. I'm here with you." You teach your inner child a new language, unconditional self-regard. Build emotional literacy. If your feelings were dismissed, you never learned to name them.
Journaling. What am I feeling in my body right now? Give it a name. This act of naming is reclaiming. It tells your inner world, I see you. Feelings become guides, not threats. We are wired for connection. Healing in isolation is a steeper path. Seeking one safe relationship with a therapist, a friend, can be reparative. Every time you share a feeling and are met with care, a neural message is sent. You are not invisible. You matter. It contradicts a lifetime of silence. Let's return to that loneliness. What if that ache isn't a life sentence, but a compass? It's your soul's signal. I was meant to be known. The paradox is that the first step toward connection with others is a deeper connection with yourself. When you are no longer a stranger to yourself, you can invite others in. You are not an oddity. Millions carry this quiet weight. This shared experience holds a hidden gift, a profound, hard-won empathy. As you heal, you develop a radar for this loneliness in others. You become the person who can say, I see you, and truly mean it. In a world aching with invisible loneliness, that is an act of gentle revolution. The lonely life of the emotionally neglected child does not have to be your forever story. It can become a life of conscious, chosen connection. This is the journey from ghost to person, from an empty house to a lived-in home. It begins with daily choices, the choice to meet self-criticism with curiosity, the choice to listen to that quiet hum, the choice to risk sharing one true feeling, the choice to believe you are worthy of being known.
These choices dismantle the fortress brick by brick. What they build is self-respect and the capacity for authentic connection. So take this. The loneliness you feel is not proof that something is wrong with you. It is proof that you are human, proof that your heart was wired for connection from the start, and proof that even if your childhood could not provide it, you have the power to create it now. Healing is slow, it's messy, but every time you acknowledge a feeling, every time you offer kindness, every time you reach out, you step out of the shadows and into the light of your own life. You are not doomed to invisibility. You can build a world where your emotions are honored, where your voice is heard, and in doing so, you don't just heal your story.
You make it easier for others to heal theirs. Every time one person chooses connection over silence,
they weaken the cycle. And that is how it ends. Not with a grand gesture, but with the simple, radical, daily act of choosing to be fully alive and fully seen, right here and right now.